We're looking at what we think are going to be the key bikes for 2018, and the Bird Aeris AM9 is one of those bikes. Bird are a small UK-based mountain bike brand, and they've always concentrated on 650B bikes, but this is their first 29er. Bird are also kind of always ahead of the curve a little bit. They're direct sales, but not like Canyon are. They give you the opportunity for any bike you buy to specify pretty much what you want on the bike. Tyres, drivetrain, suspension, finishing kit, you get a number of different options there. This means that not only can you tailor the bike to the riding you do or the terrain on which you ride, but also to how much you want to spend. Much like other direct sales brands, they're really good value for money. But it's this additional customization that they offer that separates them from the likes of Canyon and Rose. I recently reviewed their Aeris 145, which is a 650B 145mm trail/enduro bike. I found it great when you pointed it straight down a hill. The suspension worked really well. It felt like a much bigger bike, but it felt a little bit sluggish on those flatter trails and uphill. Having ridden the AM9 now for a little while, it still has that incredible downhill performance, but it feels even better on those flatter, more twisty trails. This bike is better than the 145, and that's why we've included it in this roundup. 29er enduro bikes have become increasingly popular over the past 2 or 3 years, so Bird might be a little bit late to the party. Bird say they've developed the 29er because they do now feel that 29ers are a faster option for enduro racers. It's mostly to do with the old angle of attack of the wheel, smoothing out the trail a little bit. But there's a compromise, and that's wheel weight, so they've also been waiting for those lighter weight but strong enough 29er wheels to come on the market. Having ridden the bike over really varied terrain, I'd say they've got it just about right. It's a smooth, calm ride that allows you to really open the throttle out when it gets really technical and jagged. I think Bird have got the suspension just right on this bike. The tune of the shock is perfect and the kinematics seems spot on as well. It's nice and supple off the top, there's plenty of mid-stroke support. What this means is that it feels comfortable, it's engaging, it's confident, but it also lets you really push the bike hard and it never gets too out of shape. You might be able to tell that I'm really enthusiastic about this bike. This is genuinely one of my favourite bikes I've ridden in the past year, so I'm really looking forward to riding it more over the next few months. This is a pre-production version of the bike, so the finish may be slightly different when it comes to market, but they've clearly got their heads screwed on. It's got all the things that we actually like to see on a UK-inspired enduro bike. So you've got like the boost back end, obviously. You've got external cable routing, which makes life an awful lot easier, especially when you're routing those dropper posts. You also get external bottom brackets, so when they do wear out, they're quick and easy to replace. As we alluded to earlier, what we really like is the ability to customise exactly what you get on this bike, and it's really good value. This build, it's got GX Eagle, you've got a DT Swiss and Hope wheel set, you've got guide brakes and a Pike fork, and it comes in at under £2,400. If you want to spend less, you could spec lower parts, but if you want to spend a little bit more, you could go pretty much wild with this. There are various different build options on the site which you can also tweak. Not everyone's a big fan of buying bikes online. It's more difficult to test the bikes, you don't necessarily get that instant backup from the bike shop, but if you are happy to either look at the geometry charts or get along to one of their demo days, you will be able to try the bike out. If you're a little bit handy with the spanners, you can generally fix things. The guys at Bird, it's a small company and you can get in touch with them pretty easily, so we don't really foresee that many problems with buying from them. Over the course of a year, I'm lucky enough to ride a massive range of mountain bikes, from budget ones all the way up to super bikes. And if I had to spend my own money on a bike, the AM9 would be a serious consideration, and that's why it's one of our key bikes for 2018.